This is the moment Mayor Darrell Steinberg put the city council meeting on hold. The cousin of Stephon Clark jumps on top of a desk before being pulled down.
Don't touch me, dog!
Protesters moved toward the front of the council chambers as police pulled out their batons and formed a line in front of them.
Everybody in here is extremely sensitive to this display.
KCRA 3 News was live on Facebook as Reverend Kevin Ross spoke with a Sacramento police officer, asking officers to stand down.
This display that we're having right now is highly triggering and it's traumatizing. What if, let me just finish.
Okay, I'm sorry, I apologize. I mean,
What would be possible? What would be possible if you softened your stance?
The officer says police will move to the side of the room as long as the crowd sits down. The two men shake hands before officers start moving and the crowd returns to its seats. Not long after, council members and the mayor return.
We can't have what just happened happen again. And otherwise, we're okay. Good, let's go.
The night veered from intense anger to someone who used her voice in a different way.
You create a scary zoo.
Speakers told the council they blamed police for the more than 80 arrests that happened at a protest last night in East Sacramento.
But we're met at every turn, like folks said, by militarized police.
That is not how we operate as the city of Sacramento.
Now, Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn spoke to the council at the very start of tonight's meeting. He says his department is looking into what happened at that protest and are looking at body camera video. He says it's unusual for a protest in the city to end like the one last night with more than 80 people being arrested. Reporting live downtown, Emily Maha, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, just a range of people getting their voices heard tonight. Thanks, Emily.
After speaking at tonight's city council meeting, we asked Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn to answer a range of questions.
KCRA 3's Adie Lambert joins us now with how he responded.
Well, Chief Hahn says he's still gathering the facts about what happened at last night's protest with 84 people arrested in East Sacramento. The mayor has questioned the police department's orders to those protesters to disperse. But the chief said there were many reasons the protesters were ordered to leave, starting with blocking the streets.
There was property damage with cars being keyed, and there was some sort of, somebody had reports of somebody having something that had flame coming out of it when they're near cars and things like that. But I don't know the specifics of those. We're waiting for those reports to come in and to look at body cameras, et cetera. So there was things going on. There was a few confrontations between protesters and non-protesters. So all of those kind of things can be volatile at the drop of a hat.
The chief is also looking at the complaints from those arrested that they were blocked in by officers and couldn't leave, including some journalists. Although many more people were arrested last night than at past protests, he says the department has not changed tactics.
Well, it's definitely different than most of our protests go in terms of the end where so many people were arrested. So I just don't know at this point. We're still collecting all the facts because there's so many different parts of a protest. So once we get that all together, I'll be able to have a better idea.
How long do you think that'll take, that process?
Well, hopefully we get it done soon because we're going to continue having protests. So if we notice that we did something wrong or could do something better, we need to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
And finally, updates on two more investigations. The chief is under pressure to fire those two officers who shot Stephon Clark. Now that he has the reports from both the DA and the Attorney General, he says he'll look at all the evidence as he decides whether those officers should face any discipline. He also learned today that the FBI is going to investigate the shooting. He says he welcomes that and wants his department to be transparent. Kelly?